Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the stream. Hopefully, all of you are having yourselves a good day today. As today, we'll be dealing with the new content for Star Trek Online for the anniversary event. We've put off doing it Tuesday, waited till here on Thursday to do it the normal night, in case there was any patch updates, to fix anything that was broken, and there was a patch update today and so forth. And this shirt does have some green on it, but there it is. So let's get over to it. We got a bottle of water, all that jazz. We are not using Zagreus for this. We are using Sora and the crew of the Odyssey here. For this particular stream, and the last time we did a Star Trek Online stream dedicated to Glory for the Empire, it was mostly focused on things.
In order to restore her faith in the Empire, in being Klingon, Matriarch Ju'ula is going to the monastery on Boreth. Long ago, her brother Tukuvma was a monk. And it is on Boreth where he began his journey on the path to greatness. Ju'ula hopes to do the same, that she can follow in his footsteps and save the Empire before Jumpok destroys it.
Alright, so that's our mission here. Knowledge is power. What are our rewards? Daily event progress, disruptor canners, and an advanced nanopulse. Okay, we get a bat lift. We get a melee weapon. We get a bat lift out of that. Alright, and we got that going for us. Progress made. Alright, well, there you go. As we get all the things going on here. Here's a big change. Ships are all universal. And since we gotta primarily need to get the Ferengi one done, this helps in a major way Because this, in and of itself, is a pain in the ass grind fest. So having access to all ships Elite Titan, you might want to put that in English. I mean, this is an English only stream, so excuse me. Sure, yeah. There you go. I'm not sure why you would try and put something why anybody would put something in another language when it clearly does straight in my rules is English only, so it's like, yeah. Weirdness, but hopefully you're having yourself a good day. No spoilers on the new content, please. I have not played it. I have avoided all spoilers on it. Only thing I did was do the buyout on the ship. It's Star Trek Online. It's an MMO. I mean, that's the... It's just celebrated its 11th anniversary this week. We are going to be going through new event content and so forth. Do that. "30-minute cooldown there, 30-minute cooldown there." Alrighty, so we got all that done. No, I do not play CSGO. Alright, consider this a warning in terms of putting a thing in a different language there. Because I play enough first-person shooters, and by the time I learned what CSGO was, I had other things. That I was already and primarily interested in. Do I want to switch ships? No, we'll stick with the the Odyssey. Like, I play Overwatch. That's like my primary first-person shooter that I deal with. At some point, I will be tackling Borderlands 3. I also play the Division 2 every so often. I mess with little paladins. It's like I've played the original Doom. Nice being able to use any ship now. Onward to the Borath system. How are we in terms of inventory space? We need... Alright. Didn't realize how that was done, but oh well. Alright, we're heading onward to our next mission here. Knowledge is power. We are warping in, taking our time as we do. Nice that they actually allow us to have registry numbers again. Actually, I can free up. I can free up some slots there. Don't I have? Where is it? Fleet support. That's there. No, I'll probably keep forgetting to hit fleet support. Alright. So, we've arrived at Borath.
Your arrival is timely. Several ships from rival Klingon houses are fighting to control this system, despite its long standing as neutral ground within the Empire. I will not see this sacred place brought under the heel of any house, great or small.
How would you like to deal with the situation?
This is a petty squabble between packs of rabid targs. Nothing more. Let them growl and gnash their teeth. There are more important matters waiting to be resolved. We should ignore them and proceed to the monastery, my lady.
Seems logical.
No, I will not abide this. I will show them the error of their ways, and give them the chance to leave this place with honor. Should they refuse, I will meet them in battle.
Very well, yellow alert, helm, take us in.
Perhaps your words will reach these curs, Jeweler, but I'll keep my weapons ready.
As will I. This Baktag only speaks the language of battle.
Yes, but that is a language we all speak very well, if necessary.
Indeed.
Klingon vessels, this is Matriarch Jaula of House Mokai. You dishonor yourselves and your houses by fighting at this sacred place. In the name of Kalis, I ask you now to stand down and leave the system. Remember who you are.
So, the great Jaula comes to Borin. I am surprised you have the nerve to show your face, woman. And you travel with Martok. He carries the sword of Kalis. A true Klingon warrior could seize the throne of the Emperor with such a weapon. No, I will not stand down. But I will give you and that old fool a warrior's death.
Well, this certainly escalated.
Bold words. If you think you can take the sword from this old fool, by all means try.
So much for diplomacy. Red alert.
I will finish what Jimpok started, Martok. I will end you. The land will be mine, and mine alone.
As targs go, this pack is particularly weak and whiny.
Four shields failing. Right shield failing.
This is what you call this. Knowing your ship. Neat.
I think we've shown them the error of their ways.
Yes, we
I'm
did.
Sure they'll regale their ancestors with this precious knowledge once they arrive in Stovacor. Now, let's get on with it and do what we came here to do.
For once, I find myself in agreement with Martok, my lady. We have wasted enough time. We should go to the monastery now.
I agree.
Very well. We shall proceed before we find ourselves having to deal with more dishonorable Bachtak.
Agreed. Odyssey out.
We should be cautious. Jimpok may seek to curry favor with the monks as well.
Indeed, their words hold weight for many throughout the Empire.
Alright. As we move in to transporter range. Again, we are taking our time. We're letting the story
It is
sink
time.
in.
Martok, Adetpa, I shall meet you on the surface.
Send me the coordinates and I'll meet you there as well.
When we reached out to the monks, their instructions were quite clear. Only Adetpa, Martok, and myself will be allowed to enter the monastery on this day.
Let's see. What would you have us do while you're planetside?
I would ask you to remain on overwatch here. We cannot afford to be disturbed in the monastery. Should more of these fools arrive, I'd like you to explain our need for privacy to them, with weapons, if necessary. And if it is Jempak who comes to disrupt things, feel free to begin with weapons.
Understood. Good luck down there. So, we're not going on this mission, apparently. This is another canon characters adventure. This is going to be like Quark's Lucky 7, I take it. The Borath Monastery.
Once more, seekers come to Borath. Will they find what they seek? Time will tell.
Neat!
My brother walked these halls. May I find a path forward here, as he once did. A path.
We must be
Whoops.
cautious. If the monks are loyal to Jumbok.
They are not. We're still breathing. If these halls were the home of traitors, we'd be on our way to Stovacor by now.
Matriarch Jaula, General Martok, Captain Adetpa. Come forth. We have many things to discuss.
Let's see what the monk has to say.
Okay. I thought it was like we have to climb stairs. And we get to play as Jaula. And we got a 3-man team. It was like, would have been nice if I could have come, if my captain could have come down here, but my captain being a Cardassian, that probably would not have been a good thing.
You know our names, Timekeeper. What is yours?
I am Tenavik, son of Vok. My grandmother was of House Morkai, and my mother served your noble brother with honor, as you well know. But once I was a son of none, like my father before me, and the child you lost.
How?
That is a secret I buried with my child. How do you know of it?
House Morkai is not the only holder of secrets, matriarch. Now, if you are here to seek sanctuary from your enemies, I cannot grant it.
Well, we're here for other things.
That is not why I am here. I seek the wisdom of the ages, like Takufma before me.
I have spoken to many here with fire in their eyes. The same fire I now see in yours. They enter with conviction. Always. They leave broken. Always.
Under other circumstances, we could speak of such things for days. Unlike you, time is a luxury we do not have. So I shall be blunt. Will you help us or not?
That is being blunt.
If you stand prepared to pay the cost for what you seek, I will assist you in finding it. Follow me.
Walk this way.
Come with me, warriors.
Warriors, come out and play. Sometimes you want to get a clip and
open these doors that we may proceed. Our path lies beyond these doors.
beyond these doors lies a hallway. It is very stony.
The path forward lies beyond these doors.
Open sesame.
You are unfit to carry the sword of Kalis, Martok.
You dishonor yourself. For this, you will suffer.
Okay. That was a thing that just happened.
We have arrived. Your enemies are a bold and desperate lot to violate this place. Perhaps their deaths will be a warning to any other fools who would dishonor themselves so.
If there's one thing I've learned, it's that there's no shortage of fools willing to fight in a burning house.
For only a fool fights in a burning house.
Indeed. Thus we shall be made vigilant. When you are ready, you can conduct the ritual and seek the guidance you desire, Jaula.
We seek guidance. Fade out.
Where are the others, Tanavik? What is happening?
Patience, matriarch. What you seek will be revealed in time.
It is not possible. And yet, you stand before me now. Kalis, the unforgettable.
Kalis,
Kalis, the unforgettable.
the conqueror, the ruler, the emperor.
And you are Jaula, matriarch of House Mokai. Long has it been since your bloodkin came to this chamber, seeking the wisdom of great rulers long dead. And now it is your turn, it seems. Speak! What would you ask of me?
The Empire is shattered, and a mad tyrant sits upon your throne. How can I repair the damage done? and restore what has been lost.
So much like your brother, he too sought unity. He thought he could find it through diplomacy at first, but in the end, well...
You were there.
You know of his solution, and the price he paid for it. If I am to guide you, I must know your heart. To begin, I will test you against the great evil from our distant past. Fight with honor.
Activate the glyph of the past.
You seek wisdom? Come then. I have but one lesson to teach. It ends with your death!
Molo, I will send you back to Grethor in pieces!
Well, that went wrong. Clearly, it went wrong.
Do not lose focus, Ja'ula. Return to your meditation and try again.
Well fought! You remind me of your vessel's namesake. Take this in honor of your victory.
Okay, we had to do it over again. Take the key of the past.
We have one foe that challenges all Klingons from birth to death. Ourselves. Your second trial will bring that challenge to life. Fight well!
The glyph of the present.
Long have you craved this, to end yourself. One final punishment for all your sins. Are you ready? Let us go to Grethor together. No! You speak the language of fear, of defeat. I deny you, spirit. I shall remain Klingon!
Why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself?
A battle hard fought against a foe most deadly. Kavan, take the key and prepare. Your final trial awaits. A Klingon soul is measured upon death. If it is heavy with dishonor, the barge of the dead will deliver them unto Feklar at the gates of Grethor. However, if they have filled their heart with honor and glory, if they died a good death, then they will be welcomed in Stovokor. I would know if you are worthy to join me and our honored dead. And the one true way to know the measure of a Klingon soul is to meet them in battle. This shall be your final trial. Show me you have the heart of a warrior born!
The glyph of the future.
Show me you are worthy to walk the halls of Stovokor!
To fight the unforgettable, there is no greater honor for a Klingon!
If you want to defeat me, fight with your blade in hand!
We win.
Come on! A glorious battle worthy of song, brave Ja'ula. You have shown me your heart, and it is that of a true Klingon warrior.
Meat.
The 3 keys are yours. Tenavik will know what to do with them. Now go! Bring glory to your house, and to the Empire! Kapla!
You honor me, Kalis. We shall meet again in Stovacor, and sing songs of glory with the honored dead. Farewell.
We take the keys. And this is some World of Warcraft type stuff happening here. Glyphs and things.
You returned to us. Did you find what you were looking for?
Well, we did, I think. We got keys.
I saw Kalis. He tested me, and I was not found wanting. I was told to give these keys to you, Tenavik. Kalis said you would know their use.
I do. This is unexpected, but I shall abide. Though you have passed the trials of Kalos, your guidance here is not complete. There is still more for you to learn.
Would this involve a time crystal, by chance?
A time crystal?
I would know more of your meeting with the man whose blade I carry. Was it actually him? Or some sort of hallucination?
It was he. The one called the Unforgettable. I faced him in battle, and I have the bruises to prove it. There will be time to speak of Kalis later. For now, we will follow Tenavik to our next destination.
Alright, let's go.
Come with me, warriors.
Follow the blind man, or the old man, the pale Klingon.
This is Lucara. Matriarch, an enemy fleet has arrived. It looks like Gempox.
Signal is jammed. We can expect their troops soon. Be ready to fight.
Oh,
Good. Perhaps Gempak will lead them himself, and we can put an end to all this.
Personal shield losing power.
wait, where did the dude go?
Personal shield losing power.
Think we cleaned out the room? Yep, we cleaned it out.
Open these doors, that we may proceed.
Open the doors.
For Kalis! For the Empire! Attack!
Personal shield losing power.
Oh, this is cool. It is just literally marching down the hallway, taking out every enemy in sight. Whew. This is definitely cool.
Our path lies beyond these doors.
Hitting the wall.
Personal shield losing power.
Come this way.
One thing you gotta say about the Klingons, they have some great architecture.
Beyond this door lies a bridge. Upon it are 3 pillars. They are unlocked with the keys you earned in the trials. As I unlock the pillars, there will be 3 challenges.
Alright, what's the first challenge?
Tell me of the first challenge.
Will be haunted by spirits from your past. Should they catch you, they will come forth and attack.
If you pass time, you will be attacked by enemies from your distant past. The second challenge?
Tell me of the second challenge.
The present will do what it can to chain you in place, and the weight of time will take its toll upon your body.
And the third challenge?
Tell me of the third challenge.
The future can be a minefield. If you run blindly into it, you may find yourself caught in its blast. Thus, you must be wary.
Trials, challenges. Is everything you do so complicated, Tenavik?
Yes, apparently so.
It has been so since the time of Kailash, General. It is our duty to honor the traditions of our ancestors.
We know what we need to do. Let's get to it. Tenavik needs help!
We must protect Tenavik.
Well, didn't realize. So this is gonna be one of the.
Tenavik requires protection.
I must keep my focus.
This is an interesting little challenge. Very Klingon-esque. Whoops. Want to be constant movement here. Okay. We crossed the bridge of time. That was an experience.
Our path lies doors.
Cutscene. Okay, what are we looking at here?
I see I can still rely on you to do the hard work, Matriarch, that I might reap the benefits.
Do you want to kill him, or shall I?
Tread lightly, old man. This room is filled with time crystals. The monks might be displeased if any of them came to harm.
The only thing about to come to harm is you, Tachtek!
Let me guess. Melee weapons only.
In a room full of time, yours is about to run out.
We shall see who is out of time, traitor!
Spiking damage detected.
Rude.
Personal shield losing power. Spiking damage detected.
Before you die,
Enemy combat.
you will experience peace! I swear it!
Well, that went wrong.
You first. I've experienced more than my share of these.
A typical woman, dancing when you should be fighting!
Are your transporters standing by, weakling?
Flanking damage detected. Personal shield losing power.
That looked painful.
Flanking damage detected.
Another time, another battle!
We win.
Tarkek didn't like the way we danced.
Run while you can, Makhui!
Alright, where's the dude?
Pathetic. The wind does not respect a fool, and neither do I.
He is a stain upon the honor of my house.
His good fortune won't last forever. When we catch him, and we will, it is he who shall experience peace.
This chamber is impressive. For a room filled with temporal weapons,
An interesting perspective. In this chamber, there is a crystal meant for Lady Jaula alone. When used, it will show her fate, should she continue on her current path.
Go on.
Not all are fated for greatness, and the truth is difficult for the mind to bear. And should you take the crystal from here, your fate will be sealed forever.
Find your fate. Test your might. We found it.
A warning, matriarch. The present is a veil between anticipation and horror. Lift the veil, and madness may follow.
Alright, what are we looking at here? Martok's dead. Hey! Well, even my character ends up dead. That's good to know. Or is it? The destruction of the Klingon Empire.
Ah! No! No! No!
Who's that? What is that? Okay.
Matriarch! Lady Juula, are you well? What did you see?
We saw things.
What you have seen is for you alone.
No, we have no secrets from these two.
First I saw the end. The end of Kronos and the Empire. I then saw a matriarch of flames emerge from a pit. She held aloft the sword of Kalis, and all accepted her leadership. The houses of the Empire stood united once more.
Matriarch? A fitting description of you as leader of House Mokai.
Perhaps, but the sword is Martok's to wield, not mine. The fire pit seemed to be on Kronos, but I know of no such place. If it is there, it is well hidden.
Such visions can mix metaphor and reality in the minds of those who witnessed them. And yet, I believe I know what must be done.
What must be done?
Yes. I would like to hear an explanation of all that as well. Especially as the one who currently carries the Sword of Kalis.
Artak, you die.
Your concern is understandable. I will explain once I believe it is safe to do so. Your enemies may be preparing another attack as we speak. Come. All will be revealed soon.
Alright. So we leave the time chamber. Okay, who are these dudes?
Today, I will avenge my brothers. You will not leave here alive.
Your brothers died as traitors, and you will join them soon enough.
Personal shield losing power.
Whew, cutscene.
Do you hear? Your brothers call to you.
Roundhouse kick. Toasty.
Join them in death.
Pretty cool.
So many sons of none have faced similar fates, used as weapons, sacrificed by the sons of houses great and small. I will warn you, brother. We should keep moving. Come with me. Our destination is not far. Come.
Another door. Lots of doors in this game.
This place. It seems familiar to me. I think I saw it in my vision.
That is probably no coincidence, my lady. Tenavik, why have you brought us here? What is this place?
Glorified transporter room?
Some time ago, this chamber was used to create a clone of Kalish the Unforgettable.
Yes, Kalis too, who died in battle against an Iconian.
Why would you bring us here? Do you mean to make another clone of Kalis?
No. The clone of Kalish served the Empire well. He was the warrior we needed then. The clone we mean to bring forth is a warrior fit for today's battles.
Is that wise? Why bring a clone of another long-dead leader to life?
I don't think it's going to be someone long dead.
You know the power of legend quite well, General. The weapon you carry speaks to that. Your objective is noble, but the odds against you are great. With a warrior of legend at your side, your chances for victory grow considerably. Come, we have much to do, and another attack could happen soon.
You know what's going to end up being? It's like you can run like a Krogan, leap like a leopard. Let's make a Klingon clone of Commander Shepard. That was good. That was a good one.
First, I need you to open the cloning pit. Next, open the floodgates.
Floodgates are always open.
The fire from my vision?
Time is the fire in which we're born. Everything is in place. We are prepared to begin the cloning process.
Then proceed. Bring your legendary warrior back to us tonight. I look forward to meeting you.
Question is who?
She returns to us.
Who? Who? Okay. Somebody explain to me what the hell is going on here?
Laurel. I remember her. How proud she was to stand at my brother's side during the war with the Federation. The battles she fought to preserve his vision, no matter the cost. She was a great and powerful leader. One of the few strong enough to become Chancellor. You chose your legend well, Tenavik.
I do not understand. She does not wake. Her soul is missing. The body body lives, but without the soul, it remains in a state of torpor.
What?
How? How are we to find a missing soul?
There are ways this could be done, my lady. Some of the great secrets known to our house border on the supernatural.
Time to go break out the
We need to conduct some
Ghostbusters.
research at one of our secure facilities to learn more.
I am beginning to see why the people of Nimbus 3 called you a witch.
Oh, they called her a
Very
bitch,
well.
but that's a whole
If
other
this can be
thing.
done, let us do so, while we still can.
We shall safeguard Lorel within this chamber, while you do what must be done, matriarch.
Guard her well, Tanavik. We will return as soon as we can.
Whoops.
Our ships are ready to beam us up at your command, my lady.
Let's beam on up.
Kavan, you have held the line well, I see.
Was your mission a success?
It was, in several ways, though there is more work to be done. I will debrief you once we have dealt with our enemies in battle.
Understood. All hands, battle stations.
My crew tells me you fought well, a compliment not easily earned.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Warning. Ship is under attack. Target's shield has failed. Your shield failing.
Woo! That, that's what you call going down to face the barrel of a gun right there, folks.
4 shields failing. Hull integrity below 75%. Hull integrity below 50%.
Wonderful.
I see you managed to kill another son of Nam. No matter. There will always be more. He did what I needed of him. He stalled your advance long enough for reinforcements to arrive, and for that I will honor him. Once I have killed you, of course. You and the rest of that pathetic rabble.
You've tried before and failed. This time won't be any different.
Indeed. And I have grown weary of his vain, empty threats. The time for battle has arrived.
Indeed.
We have bigger things to deal with than a car. But since he has put a fleet in our way, I will be happy to destroy it, and him, before we move on. Fight well, and with honor!
I'm surprised you aren't running in terror, matriarch.
Warning.
I
Ship
got
is
to
under
you,
attack.
Wakanda. You were far better at it than I.
Target's shield has failed. Hull integrity below 75%. Rear shield failing. Right shield failing. Hull integrity below 50%. Hull integrity below 25%.
Well, that went wrong. Hey dude, sup?
Right shield failing. Hull integrity below 50%.
We're just being rocked on all sides here.
Perhaps you remember what it means to be Klingon after all!
We have never forgotten. Unlike worm.
Hull integrity below 25%. Right shield's failing. Target shield has failed.
Well, temporal mechanics are a bitch.
I leave you with one final gift, my lady.
What?
Problem. Akar's final gift was a new virus, custom made for the Lucara. Critical systems are failing throughout the ship, including the antimatter containment fields.
Can you stop it?
Not in the time we have left. And, thanks to Akar, our escape pods are offline. We are unable to abandon ship.
Stand by and prepare for emergency transport. Yep, move away from the Lucara, because when that thing blows, it's going to...
The Lucara warp core is critical. Get out of there!
We did.
The Lucara. She carried me safely to this time. Served me well in so many battles. To come so far, achieve so much, only to be taken from me by a treacherous coward. I will not forget, and I will avenge your loss, Lucara. I swear it. That craven Vec will no doubt call for aid from Jimpak, and we have a great task to prepare for. We must leave this place, and soon.
Right. All decks are reported in. We're standing by and ready to depart in your command. Let's get the hell out of here. I need to hit the restroom, folks.
I believe the matriarch has a way forward, though not without cost. She is prepared to use what she has learned. But first, there is the matter of Lorel and her missing soul. One day, Ju'ula must go to Konus and confront Jumpok, but not today. Where she must go next, I believe that will be a strange journey indeed. I will contact you once I have completed my research. We would be honored to have you at our side for the next challenge that awaits us. Something you need?
La 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 la. Again, we have so many ships that we can throw down for these things now. It's like awesomeness. And no, I kind of did this backwards. Do 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 do. Alright, folks, that says I need to hit the restroom. I shall return. And back. Went to raid the kitchen. Not bad. Not bad at all.
You're wasting your time. And mine. That is not wise.
The Mutara Nebula. Why did we just jump back to Quonos? Well, there's something I want to. There's someone I want to pick up. I mean, there's a whole bunch of new Klingon players too, and a whole bunch of fleets starting up and stuff. I'm already in a couple of fleets. It's like guilds. It's like I could just consider it to be a waste of time. Alright, we picked up another member for our crew. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. See, some stuff just actually cuts into it. See, that actually clips through it. Mm-mm-mm. Do 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 do. There we go. Give them a better weapon. Alrighty. Do do do.
The time has come at last.
At
With
last.
the aid of Tenavik and the monks of Boreth, we are ready to take the next step on this strange journey. We are ready to restore the soul of Lorel. Come to the monastery on Boreth as soon as you can. Lady Jula, General Martok, and I will be waiting for you there. Something you need?
All right. Oh, that's right. We're going to have to deal. Yeah, let's go see. Drop in on Q real quick. You dare show your face here in the heart of our empire? I go where I please and do what I please. Insect, your guttural yawnings may impress the lower species, but I am cute. Challenge me at your peril. Besides, I've always had a soft spot in my heart for you, your blustering braggarts and overdone this decorating. All this red, all these battle trophies and metal spikes and the opera. I've heard more musical sounds coming from the wailings of a wounded Mugato. Really, are you sure you're not compensating for something? What are you doing here? Can an omnipotent being enjoy himself without being interrogated? I'm in the mood to celebrate, and who better to share my company than my favorite mortals? I guess I could have thrown a party for Edosian for Edasian protozoa, but you know how they are, so needy. Basically stabilizing molecules and stuff around the galaxy and things. So, not ideal by any stretch of the imagination. Alright, so we're heading back to Borath. Let's see. Yeah, and everything else is, yeah, and it's like the Omega particle stabilization thing. Do do do. You know what? This is probably going to be a bad idea here, but we have a bunch of them. And that one... Wow, that's some bullshit right there. Not one very rare one. And it's a shame you can't work them upward the opposite way. If you could work those things out to the opposite way, it would be nice. Duty officers and stuff like that, but Alright, that upgraded. Trying to roll. Okay, good. We got that. All right. Well, so we upgraded our cannons and stuff. So we are packing a little bit more firepower. But we're starting this on the ground.
What I am about to tell you is unusual. Some of it, however, will be familiar to you.
Is that so? You have my attention. Continue.
Tenavik believes that the soul of Laurel was not restored to her clone because it is trapped within the depths of Grethor. Based on my own research, I am inclined to agree with him.
Why would her soul be in Grethor rather than Stovacor?
We aren't sure. What I do know is Lady Jeula wants to take a spiritual journey to Grethor to liberate the soul of Laurel.
This is from the familiar part you spoke of. I have been to Grethor myself.
So I have heard. Tenavik informed me of this prior to your arrival. He didn't go into great detail, but I can imagine a journey to Grethor with Kalis himself must have been quite glorious.
Yeah, that's definitely a word for it. It was definitely glorious. Pain in the ass, but it was glorious.
Because of your success, Lady Jeula requests that you join her on her own upcoming journey. You and General Martok.
I see. Martok, have you agreed to this?
I have. And when I learned that you and Kalis had stormed the gates of Grethor and lived, honor compelled me to do the same. Besides, Jeula will need all the help she can get in a place filled with the worst pieces of Baktag.
ever to call themselves Klingons. Speaking of Jaula, she wanted a word with you once you arrived.
Very well. I will speak to the matriarch. So we're going back to Klingon hell. Granted, Thrak was with us on our first time going through there, and I think 305 also was there, and maybe Lita was on the team at the time. Monet, this will be Monet's first time going to hell.
It is good that you are here. Your experience in Grethor will be a great advantage in the journey to come. I believe Tanavik wishes to speak with you before we begin.
Gavand, Tanavik, it has been some time, at least 20 minutes.
Yes, but as you know, the passage of time and its perception are different for me.
They must have
Still,
changed.
it is good that you have returned to aid Lady Jaula in her hour of need.
They must have changed something. Destiny. They must have added something to these missions here, because Tanavik was not in it the first time. I stand ready. Are you prepared to do this, Lady Jaula?
The future of the Empire is at stake. Lorel can guide us to victory over Jempak. For that, I will do what must be done, even if I have to destroy Fekla himself.
Well, we've already done that. Very well, let us begin this fateful journey then.
As before, to enter Grethor, you will need to be on the precipice of death. Cast this incense into the brazier and breathe deeply of its fumes. Only then can your journey begin. Aritpa and I shall watch over you from this side.
I understand. Okay, everybody, let's get high. Thought I was kidding about that? Sup? We're back in... Never thought we'd be back in hell again.
This does not seem like Grethor.
This is not Grethor. This is Koth.
Kuth?
The Void. Why are we here?
Perhaps we are here because our fates are not yet decided.
But the ritual... Wait. Something approaches from the mists.
What brings you to a place where neither honor nor...
Gowron?
I do not know you.
Hi.
You, I know from tales of the past. Jaula, sister of Tukuvma, the matriarch of House Mokai. But you, General Martak, I will never forget you. Why are you here?
Good question. Nice to see Gowron.
I must admit, I am surprised to see you here, Martak. Did your friends in the Federation finally convince you to do something less than honorable before you died? Was it Cisco? Or was it your good friend Wolf, the treacherous son of Moog?
Who are you, Pratak? And why are you... Wait. Those eyes. I have seen such eyes before.
Yes, you have. For this is Gowron, son of Morel, son of Akar. And to answer your question, I am not dead yet, Gowron. My allies and I are merely passing through.
Yep, we're just on our way to hell.
Passing through, are you? There are but 2 destinations you can reach from Koth. And I'll wager you're not traveling to Stovokor. You mentioned my ancestor, Akar. He served House Mokai during the war with the Federation. Does your little journey have something to do with him?
It does not. Though I suspect his treachery is the reason you are here now, Gowron. After all, the dishonor of the father also dishonors sons and their sons.
For 3 generations.
You are many things, Martok, but a liar is not one of them. If I had any doubt of that, I would kill you where you stand for insulting the honor of my grandfather.
Your grandfather has no honor, dude.
So, because dishonor has kept me trapped in this wretched place. Not the fate I had expected.
There are worse fates, such as eternity in Grethor.
Indeed. Grethor, our destination. You said it could be reached from here. Do you know the way?
I do. I can guide you there if you wish it.
Very well.
Wait. The Gowron I knew would not aid anyone if it did not benefit him in some way. What scheme are you hiding behind this sudden act of benevolence?
Look around you, Marta. There is little to do in this place but brood and despair. I'm taking you there for my amusement. And perhaps there may be a way out of this place. If there is, I would find it. Even if I have to march at your side to do so. Does that satisfy you? Or shall we stand here for eternity and ponder my motivations?
We don't have much choice. Lead on, Gowron. To the barge of the dead. We've been on this boat before.
This is the barge of the dead, laden with souls bound for Grethor. You'll want to announce yourself to Kotar. It is unwise to vex the ferryman.
Let's go introduce ourselves again, or reintroduce ourselves again. Makes me wonder if the earlier missions got some sort of rework. Sup?
The legends of the ferryman are true. You are Kotar, the first Klingon, slayer of gods.
I am, and you are Ja'ula, kinswoman of Takuvma, matriarch of your house. It is not your time. You should not be here. Explain yourself.
I like the little, like navigation animation here. That's kind of cool.
My allies and I seek the soul of another. One who should be in Stovokor, but now dwells in Grethor.
It is not your time.
Maybe someone else on board has seen Laurel.
Laurel. I know no Laurel. But I know you, Ja'ula. You left me to die in a Starfleet prison. Oh, you rescued your pet, Akar. But not a lowly Beck, trapped in his cell. And during your raid, an explosion exposed myself to the cold void of space. And so I died, dishonored. Begone! I have nothing more to say to you.
Well, that came back to bite her in the ass.
There's no way for a warrior to die. It is a fate I narrowly avoided several times myself. Come, let us see what the others know.
may be a coward, but you are an idiot. Everyone knows that the Lorel is in Stovokor. As for you, you will have an eternity in Grethor to find wisdom, fool. But the lessons that await you will not be pleasant.
Mind your tongue, or I will throw you overboard and feed you to the Koskari. Lady Ja'ula, this is getting us nowhere. Perhaps a more direct approach is in order.
More direct approach?
Out of respect for the ferryman, I will refrain from such measures until they are necessary. Come, let us see if one of the others has something besides rage or the bluster of a coward to offer us.
A third soul.
Lady Ja'ula and General Marduk, the architects of my downfall. My house swore allegiance to you, but I saw you crusade against Jempuk for the folly it was. I refused your call to arms at Gorath, and for that, my first officer killed me and took my place as captain. I shall enjoy watching the two of you suffer for the rest of time.
You dishonored your house and your crew. You forgot what it meant to be Klingon, Captain. And now, you go to pay the price for that. Step away from me now, or your suffering will begin before you walk through the gates of Grethor.
Here we go.
Wait your turn. I shall have my vengeance before all others.
Oh, didn't we just kick this guy's ass?
I do not know who sent you here, Julia, and I do not care. My wish for vengeance has been granted, and I will stain the deck of this march with your blood.
It's like this. There's a showdown here. Ready weapons, defend yourselves.
Fight! Fight!
Enemy combatants in close proximity. Personal shield losing power.
Enough!
Shield losing power.
You shall earn no salvation through combat here.
Oh, that was a brawl?
Bah! The ferryman has spared you. For now.
Dude, we just kicked your
Do not
butt.
think you will rest easy once we reach Grethor. I will find you, and I will have my revenge. This I swear.
Bold words, but I think you'll find that Feklar has plans for you, as he does for all traitors. We're done here. Leave this wretch to his fate.
The glory of combat, brief as it was. It felt good to engage in battle once more. To be Klingon.
So, there is still something within you that knows what it means to be a warrior. You were the Gowron of old, before the Chancellorship changed you, as it did me, as it did Jempuk. And perhaps Laurel.
Interesting. You became Chancellor after I fell in battle? Tell me you killed Worf to do so. Oh, that would have been glorious!
Glorious!
I did not. Worf still lives, and serves the Empire to this day. I hope you can handle such a disappointment, Galron.
You two can catch up later. We have business elsewhere.
Let us ask the ferryman how much longer it will be until we get to Grethor.
Yeah, we're eager to get to hell.
You fight with purpose, Ja'ula. Honor to you and your house. I think we shall not meet again, and that gladdens my heart. It will be some time before we arrive at Grethor. Tell me of the soul you seek. I would know your story, so I can sing it to the dishonored, to remind them of who they were, of who they could still become.
I seek Laurel. She was once called Mother, a great warrior and leader of the Empire. I would liberate her soul. I strive to remove a tyrant from the Emperor's throne, and her counsel will help me to do so. This is why I journey to the halls of Grethor, Ferryman. For the Empire, no risk is too great.
I have seen her. Once, she stood not far from where you stand now. She did not speak. She did not have to. But I saw in her the same pain that I carry in my heart. You can find her in Grethor, if the denizens do not end you first. But finding her and liberating her from that wretched place are two different battles. May you find success in both.
So she did come to Grethor, but why?
That is not my tale to tell. Find Laurel, make her story and yours as one, and fight with all your conviction. Then, and only then, may you find a way out of Grethor, for yourself and for Laurel.
We knew we had a fight ahead of us. This changes nothing.
So there is a way out of Grethor. Tell me, ferryman, how can I find my way in? The gates are locked to me. My path out of Koth has been blocked by the dishonor of my ancestor. But if I can enter Grethor, I can find the liberation that Jaula and her allies seek for Laurel. Speak! Tell me what I wish to know!
I will tell you only this. Your story has not ended, Gowron, son of Marel. The scales can be shifted yet, for good or for ill. Now, leave me to my duty.
So we basically can save... We can save Gowron's soul here.
Know your place. Do not forget that I am master of this vessel. It is unwise to test my authority here.
Understood, ferryman. Onward to Grethor. Neat.
We have arrived. I will wait for you and your allies here, Jaula. Should you succeed, return to me here, and I will ensure your song does not end in Grethor.
You honor us, Kotar, first of the Klingons. We will not keep you waiting long.
Grethor awaits, matriarch.
So it does. Prepare for battle. Our greatest challenge awaits.
You will find no one to block your entrance at the gates of Grethor, warriors. Getting out, that will be the challenge.
As opposed to the first time we came here, getting in was the problem.
Gowron, a pity you cannot join us. I suspect you would find more entertainment past those gates, in the depths of Grethor itself.
I do not doubt that. Soon Fekla will know the frustration of dealing with a Klingon too stubborn to die. Glory to you and your house. Fight with honor, and if necessary, die well. Kapla!
Right on.
The time has come. Go now, warriors. Your destiny lies beyond those gates.
We shall return, ferryman.
We shall see. The halls of Grethor have crushed many a soul. I hope yours do not join their ranks. As for you, Gowron, I would have words with you before we depart.
In we go, then. It's like, not the first time we've been to hell. Like, we've been to hell before. So it's like, yeah, Cardassian and Klingon hell.
Pathetic wretches, reporting for damnation like it were duty.
Sucks to be them. Oh boy, getting out of here is going to be a pain in the ass, isn't
There
it?
are the gates. Let us see if entering Grethor is as easy as Kotar said.
This is going to be like searching for a cloaked ship in the Briar Patch.
We do not seek a mundane soul, General. Few Klingons do not know of Lorel. I do not think a warrior of her caliber would go unnoticed, especially in a place like this. Come, let us speak to others here. It should not take long to find Lorel.
That's so. They keep looking at us. Let's start with them.
More newcomers. This place, oh, it stinks. It's loud and teeming with demons. That said, oh, at least it's warm. Unlike Rura Pente, where I froze to death in a cell. I suppose that is better than filling the belly of a jackal mastiff.
We are looking for Lorel. Have you seen her?
Can't say I have. Sorry. Don't make that face at me. See that man atop the stairs? The one surrounded by she-demons? He's called Kutep. Seems to be a player in here. You might ask him about Lorel.
Let's see what this Kutup has to say.
It's easy. You she-demons want souls to devour. I can help with that. No, not my soul, you insufferable harpy!
Ahem.
Behold, newcomers have arrived, my ladies. Come forth, travelers. Let us get to know one another.
Listen closely, Patak. We seek Lorel. Have you seen her? Speak now, before I feed you to your charming friends.
You wouldn't. No, wait.
You would.
What? I can see it in your eyes. I have not seen this, Lorel. Fort, you need to talk to Fort. If there's anyone who knows about this, it's her. Please don't feed me to the she-demons.
You've been helpful. Good luck. You'll need it.
Fort must be further in. Let us head through these doors and look for them.
Kutep sent you? Impressive. I sent my she-demons down to eat him. The silver-tongued bastard must have talked his way out of their bellies. Never mind that. Why are you bothering me exactly?
We're looking for Lorel. Have you seen her?
Someone who looks a lot like Lorel has been seen around. Quiet type. Keeps to herself. That's not an easy thing to do around here. Someone like her could pull it off, I suppose.
Indeed. Where can we find her?
Ask Lothar. I run my little corner of things, and that's all. She's elsewhere. And for that, you need to talk to Lothar. Unless you want to take it up with Veklar, of course. Ha!
Let's find Lothar. You know what would be awesome if there was Lursa and Bator down in this place. No, they would have gone to Stovacor. They did in battle. Lothar.
Ah, the newcomers with so many questions have made their way to me at last. Allow me to welcome you to the Hall of Treachery. A tragic name, really. We aren't all bad here.
I'm sure.
Newcomers are quite popular, you know. You've been watched since you set foot past the gates. Can you blame us? We enjoy such amusements whenever we can in Grethor. But enough of that. You have questions, yes? Ask away.
You know, it's Klingons with human-like Klingons.
If you've been watching us, you know why we're here. Laurel. Does she dwell within your domain or not?
Calm yourself, General. Yes, I know who you are. The great and terrible Martok, Butcher of Zenkath 3, the One-Eyed Doom, and so forth. Your reputation precedes you. All of you.
The One-Eyed Doom?
Enough. You still haven't answered his question, Lothar. Tell us.
I want to know about the One-Eyed Doom more than anything.
Well, this is embarrassing, but I'm afraid I lost Laurel in a game of poker. Do you know it? Human game. Quite popular in here. Yes, I lost Laurel to Mordok. If you're interested in her, you'll have to deal with him. You're good at cards.
Another step closer to our goal. Let's go.
What? Laurel? I don't know her. There must be some sort of mistake.
This doesn't seem like a master gambler to me.
Gambler? No. This is Lothar's word. I'm sorry. You've been played. We've all been played. And now we're gonna suffer for it.
It's an ambush.
I told you on the barge that vengeance would be mine. What I meant was, vengeance would be ours.
Flanking damage detected.
Your luck finally run out, Martok.
Try to die well, Jaula.
Flanking damage detected.
I was wondering when they'd make their move. Now I know.
I count 5 of them. Have they added another to their ranks?
I think the 5th arrival is on our side.
Flanking damage detected.
Oh, we're fighting alongside Laurel here.
Killing you here is almost poetic, traitor. Two down, two to go.
Shield losing power.
Your brethren are all gone, traitor. Prepare to meet your end.
Where'd he go?
Enemy target on center.
I hear you have been looking for Laurel, and now you have found her. We need to talk.
Yeah, we do.
Jaula, sister of Tekuvma, I know your story well. How you rose to power in House Mokai, your conflict with your brother, and your bold crusade against the Federation during the war. Even after my death, I heard tales of your exploits. You have made and ended a great many enemies. Many of them now dwell within these halls. Jaula, even after my death, I heard tales of your exploits. You have made and ended A great many enemies. Many of them now dwell within these halls. I know why these souls are here. What I do not know is why you are here. It is not your time.
If you have heard of my exploits, you know of my clash with the tyrant Jempak.
Yeah, that's an understatement.
Once he held the office you brought honor to, but it was not enough to sate his lust for power. Now, he calls himself Emperor, and has shattered the great work of my brother. The empire you led with honor is now divided, on the verge of collapse. I am here because I want to restore you to the realm of the living, to help me save it.
Yeah, we basically come to hell and back for you, baby.
Your brother often spoke of your boldness. I suspect he might have understated it somewhat.
Yeah, he did.
What you seek is not impossible, but I question the need for such a thing.
What?
Why seek to restore me from the dead when another former chancellor still breathes? Of what use am I when General Martok, a warrior fit to wield the sword of Kalish, stands at your side?
It appears you've heard of my exploits as well, Chancellor. I am honored.
As you should be, General. You have served the Empire with honor. And yet, you are reluctant to reclaim the office you once held. Why else would you be here now? I do not blame you. I know too well of the great burden that office brings, and the terrible sacrifices it often demands. Word travels fast here. Your enemies will be on the move. If you do not return to the realm of the living soon, they will strike. Even the greatest warriors can die here. You should leave, while you are still able to do so.
Join us. Together, we can liberate you from this place and restore you to life, as Kalis once was.
No, I cannot leave this place. It is a matter of honor. Once, I dwelled in Stovokor among the honored dead. But Vok, my greatest love, was denied entry. He was denied an honorable death, and thus his soul was sent to Grethor.
Well, this explains why she's here.
I could not bear that, and so I came here and bargained with Feklar for his release. In exchange for Vok's freedom, I offered to take his place. As you can see, my offer was accepted.
Alright, so we gotta punch the devil in the face. New plan.
This is why I cannot leave. To do so would dishonor the agreement, and condemn us both to eternal suffering in Grethor. You have traveled here in vain, Jaula. I cannot help you.
No, I saw it. The crystal showed me the future, and you are a part of it. If you could strike a bargain with the Master of Grethor, so can I. I will find Feklar and secure your freedom, or die trying.
I have seen such determination before, in the eyes of your honored brother. So be it. I will take you to Feklar. There we shall see how strong your resolve truly is.
We got 2 pistols, and we got our resolve includes my 2 pistols, my axe, my big Gorn, my alien android, my liberated Borg Klingon, and a holographic Bajoran from another universe. I think our resolve is pretty damn good, if I do say so myself. A deal with Feklar. I hope you know what you're doing, Jaula.
The stairs beyond those doors lead to Feklar's hall.
Great, another door.
Feklar. This ought to be interesting.
We kicked this ass before. Hey, where do these stairs go? They go up. Alright, looks like I'm going first.
guards do not seem to be opposed to our passage.
They aren't here to keep us away from Feklar. They're here to keep us from escaping him.
As I said, we kicked his butt before. Like I said, it's not the first time we've been to Klingon hell.
You come here with hope in your heart. Abandon it. There is no place for hope here. Here. There is only pain.
Well, damn. He got a makeover. Nice architecture, I would say this.
Jauna of House Mokai, I must offer my gratitude to you. Many fresh souls have arrived here of late, thanks to you and your Imperial nemesis. Because of this, I will hear what you have come so far to say. Come forth. Speak. What would you ask of the Lord of Reborn?
Lord Feklar, I come before you to bargain for the soul of Lorel. I would liberate her from these halls.
Ha ha ha! Such impudence! You think you are worthy of commerce with me? My good lady, I am inclined to disagree. Violently.
Oh, here we go.
The ferryman killed many a guard by himself. Together, we should be able to finish off Feklar.
Watch out! He's calling in tormented souls to fight us as well!
Shield losing power. Spiking damage detected. Enemy combat in close proximity.
I can see now why my halls are filled with your slain foes.
Yeah, problem is we can't bring.
Your souls are not strong enough to withstand the power of Feklar, Lord of Reborn.
Yeah, problem is he has an AoE field, and we don't want to stand anywhere near it.
You have provided me with great sport.
Translation: we kicked his ass.
What do you offer in trade for the soul of Lorel?
Lord Feklar, I wish to offer my...
Wait! Hold your tongue, Jahula.
Galron's here.
Feklar! If it's the soul of a chancellor you want, take mine instead.
Intriguing. I accept, son of Lorel. You shall take Lorel's place here.
Are you mad, Gowron? Better to spend eternity with Klingons than to be alone in the void.
He has a point.
Even in a place like this.
Lord Feklar, this should not be Gowron's fate. I will deliver the soul that belongs here. His treacherous ancestor, Akar.
Unacceptable! Grathor is filled with souls such as Akar's. You have to sweeten the deal.
Very well. I shall deliver the souls of Akar and Jempak.
Well, damn, that caught everyone's attention.
That is more like it. I accept your generous offer. Deliver those souls to me, and Gowron shall be freed as well. And now, I give you leave to go.
Yeah, this is not. I don't think this is going to be a.
But you won't be able to leave. Whoever brings Noelle back to you will be allowed to take her place in Soulfall.
Of course.
I've dealt with Ferengi that were less treacherous than Feklar.
All right. Let's say, y'all coming or what?
Be ready. Every soul in Greco stands between us and...
Let them come. If they want to die again, I'm happy to oblige them.
Be mindful of their numbers and their treachery.
Well, 3 of 9 fell down. All right, we got that done.
Quickly! Open the front gates! Kortar is waiting for us on the barge.
That's not the only thing waiting for us on the other side. Get ready to fight!
No, if you're looking for like an excuse to probably get a bunch of kills involving... Oh, great. There's Targs on the other side. Monet fell down.
There's the barge. Hurry!
Oh, of course, they have fire-breathing Targs.
Kurtar, prepare to weigh anchor. We are leaving in a hurry.
Yes. Definitely will be leaving in a hurry after this. Everybody onto the boat! Sup? So Laurel will replace
Welcome back to
Jimpok.
the world of the living, and not a moment too soon. A few minutes ago, sensors detected energy signatures over Boreth. Fekiri portals. They're sending vessels through as we speak.
Word travel fast. It must be here for Laurel.
Has her soul been liberated?
I am not certain.
She was right beside us, fighting the whole way. Did she make it to the barge?
She did. I made sure of it. Check her vitals. Give me a medical update now!
Is done. She is restored, reborn.
Welcome back to the land of the living, baby.
Welcome home, Mother.
Her life signs are strong. Ividi? Yes! You did it! Laurel has returned safe and sound. Kapla!
That's a relief, but we still have Fakiri to deal with. Status report.
Right. 3 portals in total. Fekiri vessels are emerging from them as we speak. They're holding position for now, but we are heavily outnumbered.
What are they up to?
Laurel's presence may be a coincidence. Since their return to our space, the Fakiri have made numerous assaults on Bareth. Until now, those attacks were repelled by the KDF.
And now?
And now, with the Empire in a state of disarray, the defense presence here is minimal. The Fakiri saw weakness, and they seized the initiative. This time, they may succeed where they have failed so many times before.
We will do what we can to defend Borath.
Indeed. If the Fakiri want to fight, they came to the right place. I will fight to the end if I must, for today is a good day to die.
Well said, Marduk. I stand ready for battle as well. It will be an honor to defend this sacred place at your side.
You risked all to restore me to life. Honor demands that I fight alongside you, and I do so gladly.
So be it. We will make our stand here. Let it be known that we never forgot what it means to be Klingon.
Well, again, my captain character in this is not a Klingon, it's a Cardassian.
I will need to go with one of you, however. After the loss of the Lucara,
See?
I have no vessel to command in battle.
I believe I can be of assistance there, Lady Jaula. The monks of Boreth are not entirely without resources after all.
Is that so?
Yes, but we will need some time to prepare. Do what you can to hold the line until then. Lady Jaula, Mother, please come with me.
Let's get back to our ships and buy them the time they need. Alright, it's time to kick ass and take names.
Fekiri portal count remains at 3. Reading multiple enemy vessels in the system, we're outnumbered at least 3 to 1.
Acknowledge. Recommendations?
Our first priority should be closing those portals. Until they're gone, our Fakiri problem could continue to grow.
Adapa, what can you tell me about the portals?
I'm reading heavy fluctuations in their graviton fields. At the moment, they appear to be unstable, but they could stabilize over time. Until then, it is a weakness we can exploit.
Explain.
Weapons fire, especially torpedoes, will eventually destabilize a portal's integrity to the point of collapse. Firing a heavy barrage at each portal should do the trick nicely.
Understood. Collapse the portals and deal with the remaining vessels.
We need to punch through the ships guarding the portals before reinforcements arrive.
It won't take much to collapse the portals. Take them out as soon as you can.
Target's shield has failed.
The portal is destabilizing. It's collapsed!
There's more to be done. Close the others quickly. Ah! Back to Grethor with you, demons!
Don't open the blood wine yet. More Fakiri vessels are coming in from the last portal.
Yeah, well, I'm on it.
That's the last portal. Kapla!
Let's deal with the Fakiri stragglers.
Wait. Another portal is opening. Much larger than the others.
So they're not finished with us yet, eh? Make ready for battle! Jola, if you're going to do something, now's the time! The Fakiri Dreadnought is an impressive beast. I will enjoy killing it.
Well, damn. Whoa, that's dealt with. Woo vey. We just got rocked and rocked hard. I don't even know. I wonder what the hell just hit me.
I don't think reinforcements are coming. It may be time to consider...
Do not finish that sentence. We are Klingons. We will fight to the end.
Yes! Forest shall not fall today.
Fight now! For Kalis! For Boris! For the Empire!
Okay.
This is the IKS Katinga, calling all Klingon forces. I am Lorel of House Tekuvma. Join me. Fight now. For the Empire!
Ooh, I like that. Now that's an entrance.
Target's shields have failed. Hull integrity below 75. Hull integrity below 50%. Rear shield failing. Core shields failing. Right shield failing. Left shield failing.
I'm picking up a ship entering the system at high warp.
Please tell me it's the Border Skew or the Enterprise.
You can wait, Jabu. I will not let Boris fall.
Target's shields have failed.
Reading another ship entering the system. It's one of ours.
Death to the Zakiri! Send them screaming back to Rathar!
All right, time to deal with the big one.
Another involved KDF vessel. We can win this!
Target the nearest Vakiri vessel and destroy it! Kabla!
Well, there's only one left.
Hull integrity below 75%.
Hooey! That got it done.
Rear shields failing.
Victory is ours! Together, we have protected Boreth from our enemies and returned she who was called Mother to the Empire!
Kapla!
Truly a glorious battle, my lady. The Fikiri will think twice before launching an attack here anytime soon.
Indeed.
Even so, things got too close for my liking. For a time, it seemed like there were more Fakiri in space than stars.
What? I closed the port. I was real quick about closing those
well-preserved
portals.
surprise up their sleeves. Just where did you find that relic, Tenavik?
We have kept it here since my mother's time. Once it served as her flagship. We preserved it as a reminder of a Klingon golden age. We knew one day it would be needed again, and it seems that time has come at last.
From what I saw here today, it will serve the Empire well.
Indeed. Though I yearn to command the Katinga once more, it has been far too long since I have done so. Space warfare has changed considerably since my time.
Yeah, you'll get used to it.
Until I have reacclimated myself to this era, I can think of no better warrior to command this vessel than Lady Jaula of House Mokai. May you lead this vessel and her crew to glory.
You honor me, Laurel. Computer, note the transfer of command in the record of battle. For many, the Lucara was a symbol of division. May the Katinga serve as a symbol of unity, as my brother's vessel once did. Let the honored few who came to Borith's aid go now to every corner of the Empire. Tell everyone you meet what happened here today. Tell them that you were at Borith when Laurel returned. Tell them how we all fought and sent the Fakiri back to Grethar.
Tell them how we're going to save Galron's soul.
There is much to be done. We have an empire to restore and a tyrant to depose. But now is not the time for such things. Now is the time to honor our great victories. Tonight, we celebrate.
For tomorrow we may die.
Kapla!
That's a hell of a way to end it. Okay, both missions pretty kick-ass and everything, and we gotta wait for the next chapter. It's like whenever that may be.
Now that Laurel has been restored, she will be able to counsel Lady Ju'ula on a great many things. Though I have great respect for Ju'ula, there are always lessons to be learned as a leader in the Klingon Empire. And in such matters, there is no better teacher than Laurel. Yes, with Laurel at her side, I believe Lady Ju'ula can lead our house to victory over Jempok and restore our shattered empire to glory. That battle lies ahead of us, however. When the time comes, be ready to answer the call to arms.
Right. And on that note, I'm going to take me a bathroom break. I shall return. Alright, I'm back. So, we did both the new missions. We actually just finished the second one, and real good, a lot of new Klingon lore and stuff. there was kind of like a discrepancy in terms of at least how I remember some earlier missions went and what's being referenced. All in all, real good. And of course, we'll be waiting like 2 months because since chances are they're not going to put the next missions in probably until like maybe late March, early April. Because it was like 2 months from the last couple missions that were added. Actually, we can this was Partisans was the last one. And we did that in terms of this character was December 10th, but I know we did it on my main tune well before this date. So we can swing across the Alpha Quadrant. We're heading to the S9. Again, this is not my main character, but more likely next week we will do. More likely we will do the missions again, but on my main tune. So we get to see those missions from the Federation perspective on it, because there has to be some sort of dialogue referencing, like, there has to be some major character differences. Not so much in the cutscenes, but just in the general dialogue. Oh, there's a Federation. What's a Federation officer doing here? And I can imagine it'll be different with, like, a Jem'Hadar or a... or even a Romulan. So that there's some very interesting variables that could be taking place. Let's see, we need what? When you have a butt ton of ships, that's actually going to make this so much more easier and manageable just to deal with this headache-inducing thing when you don't have the ships. Now, why we were heading to Deep Space Nine? Well, there's a reason. Said reason involves the whatchamacallit, the reputation system. So now that we kind of have... Oh, the Retaran's dock there. But so now that we basically are again caught up fully on the Glory for the Empire story arcs, and in terms of this series of streams, I'm thinking it's like we will start working on my other characters and start catching them up in terms of story progression and things of that sort. Because there are characters that y'all have not seen on stream in quite some time.
After action report, stardate 49427. Commander Narrator reporting. Death
Good
has
grapes.
tried to claim me in many ways. Today's attempt was particularly novel. Command sent me to deal with a plot to destroy the USS Voyager. The Nakul intended to program an automated Cardassian warship to attack Voyager once it came into range.
And with that, 7 years of bad television could have been avoided.
They didn't plan on it considering them enemies, however. It killed the Nakul, and when I arrived, it tried to kill me too. It seems that this dreadnought had been reprogrammed with a vigorous dislike of Cardassians.
Yeah, that's actually an episode.
I managed to escape, although leaving it there for Voyager to deal with was difficult. I greatly dislike being shot at, especially by an idiotic robot starship.
Rude. Hey, Curlin's here. Alrighty, so in case anybody's wondering, we already did the buyout on it. So it did the buyout, we got the ship. What's that say?
Please enjoy the show.
Glucose Guardy. Thank you very much for the follow. Hopefully you're having yourself a fine Thursday. We went the wrong way for the ship dock, didn't we? Do, do, do. Where is... it's here. Manage ships. So this thing... Whoo! We will allow that one because I saw the context. You had to fix someone's fuck up on a job other side, otherwise I'm vibing. Okay, well, yeah. If you're a supervisor and having to make up for other people's work, yeah, I can understand how that can be a bit of a pain. But I'm glad to see, other than that, you're doing good. Alright, so this ship... Alright, it has 5 forward weapons banks, 1 aft, 1 experimental. I'm doing well. We finished the 2 anniversary missions. I'm just taking a look at this ship if I want to switch to it or not. That's definitely a attack-heavy vessel. Can imagine. Yeah, I'll probably wait to switch to this ship, or at least on this character, until, because I already did like a whole thing of what's the word I'm looking for? the buyout, a couple of ship slots and other things. Basically, $100 in one shot earlier this week on Tuesday. So I'm not going to be spending anything tonight in terms of cash on this game. But I'm looking at this ship. Okay, because what I'm currently got. Alright, I can move the cannons. I can move the cannons in dual field bank. Put the turret on the back. So I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put a turret up front. Yeah, that might be the way to go. On that, and I can transfer almost everything else over. That might be the way to go. But I will want to upgrade it to get that extra slot on it. Console slots will go. Wait, that's the wrong one. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, what would... So where would the extra consoles... Would it go... Would it actually give it another tactical slot or another... Science or engineering? That will be the question, and I'm not seeing that here. Oh no, I forgot. It's a universal console slot, so it could be anything. I'm an idiot. Of course, I will want to do upgrades and things for other things as well. Yeah, this was one of the ships I updated. Because I have an idea for another long-term character project run through. If I decide to roll another Federation tune sometime, it will be Bajoran, and just stick with that one ship.
So this is the warrior that...
Alright. So we got the daily bonus and stuff. They added no new things. So heck with it. We'll do some random STFs tonight as well. Nothing major. By the way, I definitely enjoyed the 2 new missions. I'm just disappointed that we're going to be waiting for another month and a half. It's going to be close to 2 months until we see the next grand adventure. Because I have a feeling it's going to be very, very, very space combat. It's going to be space and ground combat heavy. I could have just... Do I have anything I would willingly want to salvage? How does this compare to my existing warp core? Now that I think about it, 715. Maybe some upgrades and things on that, but let's see. Can I salvage these? Damn, we can't... You can't salvage the stuff out of those damn reputation boxes. Would have been nice. What one are we doing? What's it gonna throw at us? Something is being patched, so it is something new that has a variant to it. Oh, it's fucking Pavo. Space or ground? Ground.
Imperial Terran forces are attempting to transform Pavo. Great.
Last week I did this one solo. I basically cleared out one entirely solo. But then I don't have that option here, unfortunately, because my main tune, it can self-sustain. Pretty easily. This tune, not so much. Alright. Well, I guess,
Terran reinforcements have arrived. A placed crystal is under attack. Defend it. A placed crystal is under attack. Defend it. The crystal has been purified. Advance to the next one.
onward!
Terran reinforcements have arrived. Terran reinforcements have arrived. A placed crystal is under attack. Defend it.
Chucking grenades!
A placed crystal is under attack. Defend reinforcements have arrived. The crystal has been purified. Advance to the next one.
Damn.
A placed crystal is under attack. Defend it.
Hey Rob, how you doing, sir?
A placed crystal is under attack. Defend it.
How have you been?
Terran reinforcements have arrived.
Hope all has been well with you. Da, 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 da. What you been up to since the last time you popped in? Doing good. Just been working on more art lately. Nice. Got the press today? Oh, sorry to hear that. What happened? Alright, that one's been taken care of. Need to beam back to the spire. Ah, there it is. There's the route we need to go. Good, kick me out of the community. Well, this is why I don't really do communities and stuff like that, particularly on Twitch anymore. It's like I was part of one for a couple years, and it just left a bad taste in my mouth because of how the people in charge ran things. So
Well done. Looks like the Terrans are retreating.
it's why I keep things kind of loose-ish here. It's like with a focus on single-player games, with occasional multiplayer stuff. Some more frequent than others, but still. But sorry to hear you had.
Terrans did return to the Spire and hold off.
Sorry to hear you had that experience with them. It's one. But what is it? Exactly. That's the joy of online gaming. I've been doing alright. Work's been kind of wonky, but...
Terrans placed an agonizer by one of the routes. Destroy it, quickly!
Not near my route. But other than that, I've done a little bit of writing and stuff. No, it's just typically ends up being slow this time of year. End of the year, start of the year in the world of market research can be a bit of a... It can be a little bit of a conundrum at times. It's going to be interesting because we got a major project coming in next week, which means I'll be able to return to my more preferred hours of working. We'll see how long that lasts before they stick me back on night shift. Yeah, because my normal schedule prior to COVID was it's like it's still 7 days a week, but every night we started at 7. It said.
The Terrans placed an agonizer by one of the routes. Destroy it, quickly!
I don't have Disney Plus, so, and I don't watch much TV anyways. Looks
like the Terrans have given up, at least for now.
So I know it's kind of weird. But that's just me. I just don't watch a lot of TV. I mean, I heard it was good and everything, but from the little clippage and stuff I've seen, is wasn't anything there that would grab and that would make me want to get Disney Plus or anything. Maybe grab a DVD box set or something or other. That would be like the most I would do. Actually, I'm trying to think of the last TV show I actually sat down and watched outright. And I'm drawing a blank. I mean, that's kind of like the funny thing though. So as much streaming as I do, I don't watch TV. It's like, all right. Alright, so we knocked out these two missions tonight. These were two very big story-driven missions. I heard they wanted to do more Batman the Animated YouTube. Makes sense. I mean, they basically done so much damage to the Batman with everything, the fiasco that is Batwoman on the CW. I have kind of kept up with that a little bit in terms of everything around it. But the fact that no one is watching it and it's actually doing damage to the Batman franchise, they're going to be looking to do anything to get in folks' good graces again. But if they do another Batman anime, it can't exactly be like the animated series of the early to mid 90s. Because when they did the new Batman and Robin that ended up being on Kids WB to go along with the Superman cartoon, it's like it clearly wasn't the same. Like, designs changed, anything, and there's going to be a question of who would they get to do the voice acting and everything. The New Adventures of Batman, yeah.
Our time here is limited. Stay focused.
Wasn't the New Adventures of Batman and Robin, that wasn't that its official title? Yeah, but at the same time, it could be considered to be totally unrelated at the same time because of all the changes that were made to it. Granted, a lot of them were cosmetic in terms of the sky being all red. At least that was my It became just more like Red and Black, kind of like the 10th and final season of Ninja Turtles.
A Hapax warbird is escaping.
The 87 Ninja Turtles. But...
A Talis warbird is escaping.
Hit it with everything we got.
Hull integrity below 50%.
Well, that happened.
Hull integrity below 75%.
All right, Rob.
A Falchion dreadnought is escaping. A Talis warbird is escaping.
Target's shields have failed.
Come on.
A Hapax warbird is escaping. A Delon warbird is escaping.
All right. We got that going for us.
Target's shields have failed.
Oh boy.
A Talis warbird is escaping.
Nearly got myself blown up there.
A Falchion dreadnought is escaping.
I'm like taking the long sprints back and forth, but then again, my ship is actually fast enough to actually get. To get from one end to another.
A Delon warbird is escaping. Warbird is escaping.
Somebody was stuck in an asteroid. Alright, we got the bonus.
A Delon warbird is escaping.
Well, nice explosions. We like explosions.
A Hapax warbird is escaping. A Hapax warbird is escaping. A Delon warbird is escaping.
Whoa! Oldish, thank you very much for the host. How's it going, Oldish? Hopefully you're doing well on this fine Thursday evening. Not in a position to give a proper shout out at the exact moment here, but how's it going, Oldish? How was your stream? Were you doing Path of Exile things tonight? And for those still lurking on Oldish's channel, hello, I am Fred. I am a variety streamer. Thursday nights are usually for Star Trek Online. And tonight we did the 2 new missions on my Cardassian and the Klingon Empire character. So, which were both pretty awesome and gnarly in every sense of the word. Got a lot of maps done. Nice. The space battles go Well, they go. Well, they go like that. If I didn't have a trick that I can get like an instant respawn, I'd be even more trouble.
Target's shields have failed.
Funny, and I spent some time actually upgrading weapons on this ship tonight.
This warbird is escaping.
Well, we hung in there for longer than I thought we would have. Yep. That was a thing. Actually, yeah, thing is, I was hoping for another. That was a group effort mission, and I was hoping one of the other players would come along to give an assist, and I did not get the assist on that, which makes it disappointing that I got blown up there at the very end. Well. As I said, the big goal of tonight was actually to play these two missions, and we did start early, and we took our time with them. And the developers. I give the developers a hard time on a lot of things that they do, but when it comes to the new missions, or new episodes when they roll out, they are typically top notch in terms of story quality. They typically will last like an hour, depending on one's pacing, an hour to an hour and a half if you're lucky. So depending on if you actually go through all the dialogue, listen to all the dialogue and everything, and try and make note of any like automatic dialogue and stuff like that. So the big story arc is the Klingon Civil War, which has been going for a while. The current story arc started all the way. I'll have to switch to my main tune to really judge it, but it's normally to add one or two episodes every couple of months or so. So it's been a long time, because this was a few years ago at this point. Not on this character, but when these were added. Oh boy. Well, that's why I create a new character every so often to run through. Actually, I can go to my main tune. And since we ran, this character here has been basically the focus point of Thursdays for like the better part of 35 out of the last 52 weeks, give or take. But this is my longest tenured character, going all the way back to 2010. Alright.
In order to restore her faith.
Yeah. Next week we'll dedicate next week I'm going to do the mission, the story, the anniversary missions again next week on this character. Just to do those on stream, because I have a feeling there's going to be some like differences in dialogue. So let's see. Logs. I can actually tell when something was added. plausibility of the possible was added in May of 2019. So that was 2 years ago at this point. But that wasn't because this came after. No, but these were added in the wrong order. I think. Now, I think these were added after Secrets, so let me double check that. Secrets is added. Yeah, October 20. So the current story arc in Star Trek Online goes back to October of 2018. Because Secrets was actually an older mission, but continuity-wise, it takes place after something that was added later on. So, like, when they added the Discovery stuff, that's basically been all of that. So that leaves Quark's. Let's see, home. Home, yeah, because Home is like the Jem'Hadar stuff was a big ending of the Zenkethi, Lakari, Herc things. That was the big Gamma Quadrant expansion in 2018. So the current story arc has been going on, let's see, roughly September of 2018. It was like September, October 2018. 2019, 2020, third year. Yet the current story arc has got to be ending. It probably will be ending sometime in the spring or early summer. Because it's been going for a while. And who knows how much COVID kind of slowed things down in terms of that. But still. Let's see. Anything on sale this week? No, wait, no. There's just that. Yep. And this is the big thing, folks. As part of the anniversary event. Cross-faction flying unlock. Regardless if you're part of Klingon Defense Force or Federation, you can fly every ship in the game. There is no faction restrictions anymore. And people can do some crazy ass builds. on ships. Which is probably an understatement, to say the least. Alright, but we're actually going to be wrapping things up here because that didn't work this evening. We started let's see, 3 hours 30 minutes ago. Yeah, we started like a little after 8:30 Eastern. So, and I'm not going to get bogged down with doing task force operations. Not a problem, Oldish. Let's see. It's like I always look for a raid. You too. Yeah, tomorrow night we'll be back to Saints Row the 3rd tomorrow night, as we probably are going to try to push to finish the main game on that. I actually need to see where's the calendar things. Yeah, because I just have like the last few missions to do on Saints Row the 3rd tomorrow. If we finish that there, let me see, what's the tour so far for this year? Or at least we're up to, what, 3 games finished on stream or beaten on stream? Yeah, 3 games finished, and I forget. I know Zero Escape, Sam and Max, and I forget what the other one was. It's on the list somewhere on my page. I don't have that in front of me at the moment. So if we finish the main story of Saints Row the Third tomorrow night, that gives us 4 games finished at the start of the year. Saturday night we're starting up Zero Escape Virtue's Last Reward. That should be a lot of fun. Sunday night Overwatch. Monday will be Saints Row DLC stuff, and then Tuesday we'll probably do a shortish game, not an oldish game, a shortish game. So I know who we're gonna raid, and I think they just had their little one. We're gonna go raid McKay Bear 4. We haven't dropped in on a McKay Bear 4 in quite some time. They are playing Star Wars Battlefront 2, the newer version. So that's who we're going to raid. Get the raid message going and all that jazz. So we'll see everyone tomorrow night for Saints Row things. Hope all of you have a good night. Tighten your friendship bracelet. Stay safe. Have a great Friday. Otis, again, thank you very much for the big raid. Everybody else that had popped in, lurked. Glucose Cardi, thank you very much for the follow. Y'all be good. Behave yourselves. And we'll see you next time. Bye.